I could really draw for some big top names and for a legitimate reason. These people owe me money. Jay-Z owes my family money. Teddy Riley owes my family money.
Better give him his money.
Yeah, Pharrell Williams owes my family money. You owe me money.
You're there, you know. That's it.
Do you know what I'm saying? Well, I've got legitimate reasons to diss these people. I can't bother.
Generally sampled the song without permission, and there's some stuff going on. This is the Wordlife show on Ujima Radio.
As I sift through the darkness, how to know if you'll be picked or discarded. Realize we'll never be given the answers.
Mad. Do you know, like, every interview for like months, I always come off the music and say mad.
You always do it, bro.
Do you know, like, now I
thought that was your thing.
No. So it started off, it wasn't even on purpose, and now I do it. It's like a satire.
Yeah.
To take the mick out of myself from all the times I've done it. You know what I mean? So when you see me go mad, it's not like a slogan or nothing like that, but it's just, you know, in joke to myself, I guess. Right. So that song that we just played.
Oh, sick.
Yeah,
I forgot I did that.
Well, you've not really heard it since you've done it either, have you? So, because me and Calimus went into the studio after, and we EQ'd it and locked it down, and you went straight off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then we spent like 2 days mastering everything. You know what I mean? But right. So for anyone who is listening now, I am interviewing the man, the myth, the legend, the rising sun.
Yay!
Gang. It's the Wordlife show on Ujima Radio, 98 FM. It's not Impact Merv.
Nope.
Right, so, as I said, that track that we just played was track number 4, I believe, from the Britain Ain't Great EP.
Britain Ain't Great.
That drops on the 30th of this month, and that will be coming out on all streaming platforms and the Wordlife YouTube channel, and it's the one featuring Rising Sun.
Yes.
So, best EP in the world, ever.
Ever. Apart from Dead Time.
Hey, Dead Time's good, but look, ultimately, the reason I got Rising Sun in, he's got a couple of projects lined up. Yeah, they're not ready to be released yet, but this is going right here. Impact Merv
I had to just step in it last moment.
Impact Merv had a situation that was unavoidable, and so Rising hit me up and said, "Yo, you without a guest?" I'm like, "No, bro, you'll come in." And it's like that. So look, we've done a double promo thing. We played loads of Rising Sun songs. I'm sure nobody has a problem with that because they're bangers. But we've also played all the tracks from Britain Ain't Great as well. So big up Impact Merv, big up Amy, love to all the family. But yeah, basically big up for stepping in. Gang, Wordlife family.
Gang.
Right, so it leads me on to Dead Time, great project. Nearly a year ago.
Yeah.
Now, as I say, I'm getting you on here for your other 2 projects that you got coming up now. I think it's important because I think the transition, because you was going to drop Dead Time too.
Yep.
But you've now pulled back from that idea.
Yeah.
And you've got the songs recorded, pretty much.
I got half of it recorded.
I'd say more than half, because I recorded it. It could be an EP already, I'm telling you, it's fire. You know, I think that track of you and Genesis is insane. There's
insane, oh my gosh. Shout out to Genesis, by the way.
Genesis Elijah, we're talking about, legend in the game. But look, the music's fire, but I think Dead Time, realistically, I mean, do you want to explain, like...
Yeah, basically, it's just, I don't know. It was cool then, and it's just like, I don't know, down the line, it's kind of like things have changed for me. Like, I was in a very dark place when I wrote that. So that was a lot of just built up aggression and, you know, just pent up stuff that I'd been holding on to, just pure emotion, rage, anger. And there's also cool stuff on there as well, like Tripolar and stuff like that. But it was mainly just but it was a statement piece. You know, I'm back, I've been away for 15 years and now I'm back, and this is what time it is. You know what I'm saying? Hold on to your bottoms.
I think it made a really good imprint, and as I say, I think metaphorically killing MCs was a good thing a few years ago, but with certain things that happened locally and stuff like that, we don't want to be endorsing that kind of talk at the moment. And you had a project come in called Lifetime instead of Dead Time, like the opposite. And I've recorded these songs for you, and I'm privy to hearing them before they come out, and I think the world needs those songs right now. You're talking about some real honest, open stuff. It's some of the deepest music I've heard you make, but some of the deepest music I've heard come out the city. It's just incredible music. If you'd have heard earlier on in the show, we played the song Lifetime, part 1, with Jay playing your mum.
Playing my mum. She done it good as well. Big up Jay.
Yeah, she killed it. It was amazing. Super convincing, right? Big up the mum vibes. Now, honestly, that track's fantastic, and I think basically the honesty and the being talk about stuff you've gone through, being open about mental health and different things like that. I think this is more important for what's going on at the moment.
Yeah.
But that's an album. Yeah,
it is an album.
But so in the meantime, because you've got another project you're working on, and I think this is dope. Yeah, Kings.
Well, yeah, it's
what's it, Kings?
Yeah, so it
Kings
started out. So it's an EP project, and it was just untitled when I decided I wasn't gonna do Dead Time, and the stuff that I was doing was a much less Dead Time than it needed to be Dead Time. So you know, like I said, I moved away from the energy, and so the direction changed.
But it's happy, yeah.
And also, it's just like, I don't know, I kind of got to a point in my career where it's just like, okay, career. It's like, you know, what are we actually doing here? Do you know what I'm saying? So am I gonna be forever the MC that's you know, Dead Time? Whoa. You know, you just risk people going, yeah, he's hard, but you know, he just thinks he's a bad man. Every song is on bad man, and it just it was enough of that. Do you know what I'm saying?
Well,
so now it's just more.
The thing is, a lot of bad men don't need to go and say you're a bad man. You know, like it's alright.
Well, I'm a grown man.
A grown man.
So do you see what I'm saying? So it's just like, so what are we really doing here? You know, when I leave this earth, what do I want people to remember Rising Sun for? There's people that are going to remember Shelley Shellers for different things, but what do I want people to remember Rising Sun for? And so what do I contribute to the world musically? You know, I come from a long line, you know, of powerful speakers. My father's a powerful speaker. My father was a Black Panther in Trinidad, like fighting for rights for his people. Do you know what I'm saying? He got into a lot of trouble, almost got killed many times. He was on the front line fighting against the police, up against the Americans. Like, it was mad.
Okay, so he wasn't just a musician?
No, that's what I'm saying. So that was when he was a teenager.
So, because one of the songs on there is about your dad as well on this Lifetime project.
So we can't say the word. Yeah, the name.
Something Magna. Use your imagination. It's something to do with hats and
my dad was a very alluring young gentleman. So he was a
But
magnet.
he also revealed a super famous song that everybody's probably familiar with that he actually made.
Yeah. So the song he wrote is called Heaven and Hell Is on Earth.
Yes.
So, and he released it in 1975 with his band 20th Century Steel Band.
Can you quote the intro for me?
So you'll recognize it instantly. So the first 4 lines is: children growing, women producing, men go working, some go stealing.
Everybody's got
to make a living. Right. So yeah. So then everyone knows. Yeah. So Jenny from the Block is So they sampled it. Yeah. Everybody in the mama sampled it. Yeah. And you know, we've been doing a lot of digging and a lot of stuff and a lot of work on behalf of my dad to make sure he gets his royalties and what. Listen, there's people that owe my pops money. There's people that right now, you talk about war season.
They're coming
Listen,
for you.
I could really draw for some big top names and for a legitimate reason. There's people who owe me money. Jay-Z owes my family money. Teddy Riley owes my family money.
Better give him his money.
Yeah, Pharrell Williams owes my family money. You owe me money.
You're the day, no? That's it.
Do you know what I'm saying? Well, I've got legitimate reasons to diss these people. I can't go with it.
Generally sampled the song without permission, and there's some stuff going on.
Yeah, we're getting it done in the courts.
Legally.
So we're getting it done in the courts.
We're not going to say too much, but
can't really say much for legal reasons. But yeah, so
I just wanted to elaborate on who your pops is and stuff like that, and the story behind it. And that song on the album's fantastic, and I think that ties into the Lifetime thing. So the song is called Magnet, and it kind of paints the picture of my pops as, you know, as seen through my eyes as a child. So basically what the Lifetime project is I've been to therapy and stuff for 2-3 years now. Do you recommend therapy?
I would.
Yeah, because I hear a lot of people recommending it right now. So I'm thinking, if people are going through some stuff, don't be afraid to go get some help and speak to people and stuff like that. Proof it works, right?
I wish that I'd done it sooner, and I wish that I never looked down my nose at it as something that's for weak people, because there's nothing weak about
getting strong.
Becoming who you are meant to be, and that's not always a pretty journey. It's ugly, you know. There's a lot of bumps and cuts and scrapes and falls, but you persevere. Do you know what I'm saying? And so I've persevered, and I've been through a lot of trials and tribulations, as you already know.
If you haven't, we're not going to go into that now.
About some of them on the previous
watch the previous interview. your mind will blow out of your ears, you know.
And that's just scratching the iceberg, you know, tip of the iceberg, scratching the surface, whatever.
So if you want to know the rest, listen to the Lifetime album. Let's go soon.
So that's but that's next year.
Right.
Know?
So anyway, so could you explain about King? Next. This is what I want to. So let's tie back into King. Yeah. Now come on, Lifetime super positive, man. I like that. But
it's super positive, yeah.
So is the message of King. So can you explain that? Because we haven't got too much time left until we're going into the adverts. So I want to fully explain what that is about. Because it's deep still.
Just in a nutshell. All right, so I started saying I'm the king. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm the king out here. Do you know what I'm saying?
To wind up people.
Yeah. It's trolling. You know what I mean?
I'm just get super funny about it, don't they?
But it's joke to me. But at the end of the day, you know, we all come from kings and queens, and I'm talking about our people now. Do you know what I'm saying? No offense, but do you know what I'm saying? We are all, you know, when we were discovered in Africa, they didn't discover slaves. They discovered kings and queens, and you know, systems of government, and they, you know, incredible things. And that part of our history has been stolen from us, as we all know, and we've been lied to. And you know, some of us go on the journey to research and find out knowledge of self. But they need to be prompted to do that. And I feel like right about now in hip hop, there's nobody really prompting people to look more down the positive path. And I feel like we're just kind of in a place now where the music that's being pushed to the younger generation is literally drill. Drill means kill. It literally means kill. It means murder.
Songs, number one songs about murder.
But the thing is that behind the scenes as well, a lot of these artists that you see that are independent actually have a lot of financial backing from companies that want them to push that narrative.
Hang on, do you know something I found out yesterday? You know Drake, always posts his bets. No, I wouldn't want to as well. Eats quiche and does a lot of things. But
no Drake.
No. So this is one thing that disgusted me about this sort of stuff. He's always advertising about his bets that he does. He actually doesn't use his money for these bets. They're sponsored by the betting company, so he goes on his stories to encourage young people to bet.
Right.
And gamble.
You see what I mean? So these people
this is your heroes.
Artists, so-called artists, they're not people. They are literally just products that people use. So they are a vessel.
Yeah, don't write his own music. You know what I mean? Like, it's wild.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So I didn't even get the comparison between him and Kendrick. Do you know what I'm saying? But let's not go down there, bro.
Kendrick had one.
I think that's had enough.
Who do you think won that battle
this week?
I think everybody lost. It sucked.
I didn't really care, to be honest with you. I think Universal Records won. The UMG Music Group won overall because they own both.
Yeah, it's all manufactured.
Both of those artists are owned by Universal.
All fraudulent. You all got suckered. Yeah. And it sucked. The levels, because I host Don't Flop with Earth battle rap. Let me show you. The levels of battle rap were like year one beginner levels. The fact that those are meant to be the best artists in the world, it was terrible. Awful, god awful. Sorry, but I'm ashamed of this hip hop music at the moment. Honestly.
Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and that's it as well. I just feel like it's kind of hit this stalemate with this whole like what we call the ket hop scene, and it's kind of just, I don't know, man. It's all a bit messy right now. So I just feel like let's bring it back to the essence. That's what I'm saying. Let's bring it back to lyrics, knowledge.
It went through a stage, though. I think Eminem probably partially to blame, not intentionally, but he started rapping about getting mashed up and I never meant to give you mushrooms, girl. I never meant to bring you to my world and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And then suddenly you had a race of white kids trying to rap like Eminem who didn't really care about hip hop, but they were Eminem fans.
Eminem, they cleared the path for Eminem when they crashed Raucous Records. When Raucous Records signed all of the conscious rappers that were there at the time and then crashed the whole label, and that was all of Eminem's competition gone in one fell swoop.
Yeah, he was on that label as well. I don't know.
He wasn't signed to the label.
He was on the release.
Yeah, of course he did.
The biggest on the cover.
Yeah, of course.
Look at their cover.
Of course. So why would you suspect that?
I don't know enough about it to say otherwise. But
to me, it's
my
obvious.
thing is, I think it's about where the money is. You know what I mean? And he was something that they knew sold to white America. You know what I mean? And I think he took hip hop to a lot of places hip hop wouldn't normally go.
He did, but I don't think he wouldn't have been allowed to have gone that far. I think if there was more of the conscious rappers out there still doing that. Because
what it's Jimmy Irvine and Dre pushing it. You know what I mean?
Of course.
They knew what they were doing.
But Jimmy, let's not even go into Ivy and Dre.
Yeah. Well, this is it. Look at NWA. You know what I mean? All of that was done to cause commotion and problems. You know what I mean? Like,
it just seemed a little too convenient. Like, you know, all of this, there was this heavily, you know, strong black element and pride and knowledge of self, and it was cool to be knowledgeable again. And then all of a sudden, it was all gone.
The money, was,
and then
the
it was,
music.
my mom this and my wife, and I'm gonna chief my mom and all this, you know.
Yeah, I know that most stuff's weird. I don't get that at all.
Yeah.
Look.
And then he's the king and the god.
Oh god, when that Rick Rubin's influence.
Yeah.
All of the stuff he done with Rick Rubin sucked. I watched the program with him. Yeah, he goes in the studios, he just literally lies down and just goes, "Yeah, I like that sound. I don't like that sound." He doesn't actually play any instruments or anything. Like, people saying he's a fraud and stuff. And the 2 albums he done with Eminem's worst stuff ever. You know what I mean? That revival's Rick Rubin, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah.
Is that why it's so trash?
It's awful, bruv. So I blame it all on that. But look,
yeah.
Enough about all of them, man. Look, basically,
King is basically a positive movement.
Don't take it as a negative. He's not trying to take your crown away. He's not trying to sit in your throne. Everyone's a king. Start acting like kings. Yeah, that's what it is. You know what I mean? Everyone can be kings, isn't it?
Knowledge is not guaranteed, so you got to take it where you can find it and stop the killing, because killing is not godly.
Exactly that. Well, I don't know. Have you read the Bible?
Yeah.
I'll play with you. Right, bro. Thank you for coming in and filling in for Impact Murph. Bro, it's a pleasure. You've been a hilarious show. I knew it was going to be a great show. Glad you're feeling the garage vibes as well. I see you shocking out differently. But now, on the real, let's get some positivity into this music. Positivity into the music.
Yeah, that's what I mean. We need to plug knowledge back into this thing. Give these young. It's like they just got no one out there just saying, you know, you can be anything you want. You know, you can do better than this, right? It's like what. It's like I said on that song. Every murder's an own goal. As far as I'm concerned.
No, sure.
You know,
right?
Self-genocide. It's mad. It needs to stop. But anyways,
give us a final thought.
That's another show. I like turtles.
I love that. Right, so we're gonna go into some adverts and then we're gonna run some rhythms and just pat down. We're not gonna be doing the live performance part because we've got stuff we gotta do. But look, big up for coming through. It's been a wicked show. We will be back next week on the Wordlife show on Ujima Radio 98 FM. Big up all the Ujima family management. Big up Venomous Visuals every time. There is a button on the screen that says subscribe. If you're watching this on YouTube, press that subscribe button. But I've also been told off because I'm not saying this enough. There is a bell next to it. Yeah, it's the notification bell. If you press that notification bell, basically it lets you know when we have new videos out. I don't know why YouTube don't do that already, but there's an option there. So press that notification bell to make sure you are first to know that we're dropping videos. But if you're listening to this on radio as well, go subscribe to the Real Life channel. But that's it. We're going to go into some adverts.
And follow me, Rising Sun UK.
Oh yeah, actually
on Instagram. I nearly said Tinder.
Don't do that. Yeah.
I'm not on Tinder. You can look for me there if you want. I'm not on there. I might make one now though, just in case some hotties come looking for me. No, I'm kidding. Big up Paris, my wife.
I was gonna say you're about to get castrated, my bro. Right now, on the real, I got to go into these adverts because the time is drifting. But thank you for coming for a bro. I can't speak. Make sure you follow Rising Sun. Check him out on Spotify and on the Wordlife YouTube page where you should be subscribed and notified.
Yeah. Big up everyone listening, and here, get the kettle on, par.
I'm gonna get into these adverts. Let's go.
The hands down from is more like a jungle where man them don't know the meaning of humble. It is survival of the fittest, and every man is sinning to make a living, killing over crumbs. But that's just the way that the cookie crumbles. Yeah, to stay low and be humble as we're picking your locks and coming through your doors, no tumble like ta-da. Got man them be talking hard till you run up in the yard and aggressive people they card. You can't be lesser than odds, so we go on.